Welcome to Season 1 of the 15-ish minute coffee chat with Selena and Anna Larson during their weekly coffee conversations and the attempt at keeping it 15-ish minutes long, discussing all things business. Join Selena and her work bestie Anna Larson of NomadAbout as they talk story with Hawaii local girl Kalei Duvauchelle. 15 minutes of real talk, adversity, COVID-19, and sips of coffee, of course.
Hey, everybody. It's the Anna and Selena show. Today is our 15-minute coffee chat with our guest, Kalei Duvauchelle from Hawaii. Okay, I'm going to show you our faces. Are you ready? Hi.
Hi,
Hello.
how are you?
Oh my gosh, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. I'm excited. We have our guest in the lobby. It's so funny. I thought today, okay, I'm going to just call it like a show already. Like this is episode 2 of the Anna and Selena show. Anyway, we have our guest today, Kalei. Let me go put our banner on. This is what's happening today, but let's talk a little bit about who she is. So I'm going to pop on a little bio.
We have the wrong banner up.
Oh, your name is not, well, it's Coffee Chat with you too.
It is Coffee Chat with me, but I am not the guest.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is what's supposed to go on. Whew. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So here real fast, we are going to go into, and let me read you a little bio of our guest today. Okay. Kalei Duvauchelle. I love her. I love her so much. I can't even tell you. But her bio, let's read it out loud. Aloha, I'm Kalei. I'm so lucky to live Hawaii. I'm a mixed plate of sugar, spice, beef stew, rice, side potato salad, and everything nice. This is so Hawaii for anybody that's been there. Currently navigating the uncharted waters of raising a teenager, growing up, and slamming home runs with every curveball is throwing at me while rocking my mom bun in professional laid-back style. All right, you guys, I'm going to bring in Kalei. Let's go back here. Oh, hold on. I'm coming. We're coming. Okay, ready, everybody? There she is. Hi, Kalei.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
So, you guys,
Kalei, your bio is so great.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So,
a little bit of a backstory about that.
Oh, we'd love to know. We'd love to know. No, Kalei. So Anna, right? She's the copywriter of the two of us. So she sits there and she writes people's bios and levels it up. So she loves to see when people send her stuff. And I'm like, oh, she liked yours. So yay.
Yay. I passed the test. Fun, different. It definitely says something about who you are and kind of how you deal with life and how you present yourself. I loved it. Love it.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so in true fashion, how we like to start is we want to do a coffee cup cheer selfie. So if you don't mind just raising your cups to start our coffee chat, everybody. She's like, what? Oh, yay! Oh my gosh! Cheers, everybody!
Cheers.
So I'm gonna just quickly tell a quick story about my coffee mug. It's gonna go totally in today's theme. Oh, Julie's here. So if you can see, it's my Starbucks mug from California Adventure. Kalei is an avid Disney fan. I wish I could be her, but I have a Starbucks collection, and if you've been to my house or seen pictures on my personal page, I have a quite a lot. And so each cup actually has a story. So this little story is when I went in October with my family, the Dillons. And so I thought I'd just give a shout out to my nieces, Lonnie, Kamile, and my nephew, Keikoa, and my daughter, Maddie. This cup makes me think of them. So that's all I'm going to say. And again, we are shamelessly plugging for coffee cup sponsors. I think we talked about this. So
bring it all to us.
No, totally. Okay. Oh, look, Julie said Mickey Cup. She loves Mickey Cup. Julie is also a super hardcore Mickey fan. So, oh, look, she said, yes, we should be friends too. Okay, and then today's toolkit that we're going to quickly talk about is, before we get into our topic, is just earphones and mic and how important that is when you're doing a live.
So important.
So when you kind of step away from, like, Kalei knows, she's done lives a bunch on her page, and so is Anna and I. But when you should have like a good microphone and earphone set. I don't know. I feel like I'm like stumbling because it's 2:00. But and it's my third cup of coffee. But having a good microphone, so when you are stepped away from your device that you're using to stream live, is that people can hear you. And so I'm using AirPods. Kalei is using AirPods. Anna is now this visit. She got herself. What did you get?
Well, I didn't get earpods because I don't like the things that go into your ear. So I have the over-the-ear version of what you would call earpods. These ones are wired, but I also have a pair of wireless. They just didn't have a microphone.
Oh, perfect. Got it.
Anyway, just some different. There's so many different options. You really just got to find what you like.
Yeah,
what's going to work for you. But I definitely have noticed in the many what I would call test run lives I have done, the difference between somebody speaking into microphone that's close to their mouth and one that's part of their computer, or even the ones that are set near their computer but not close enough to your mouth to sound like an actual microphone. So yes, it makes a huge difference.
No, totally. Kalei, do you use yours when you go live? I hear you really well, so I assume you do.
I actually rigged a little contraption over my stove.
Sometimes
I use them, but sometimes I don't. But I just rigged a little contraption, and I normally just use my phone to do a lot of my lives. I work a lot off of my cell phone, and it's amazing at what you can earn off of just utilizing your cell phone. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Right. No, there you go. So everybody, this is today's toolkit that we're talking about.
And keep in mind, the other thing I would say, keep in mind that you don't have to get a really super expensive pair of earbuds. I mean, you can find some for $15 and they're going to work just fine. So it doesn't have to be like a $90, $150 pair of earbuds. So, all right. Moving on.
Moving on. Hey, we have some comments. Hold on. We want to share some of this. Kalei knows who this is.
Hi, Sharina.
Work, business, and social totally makes a difference. She's also another Hawaii girl, and she just moved back. So we're really glad that she's kind of tuning in with us today. Okay, so we are moving into today's topic, which is adversity, bouncing back, and real talk. I've said that Kalei is one of my dearest friends from back home. We worked together, but we also became really like family pretty much. So she, before I moved away from Hawaii, she was there for every major event that I had prior to leaving. And so it was really hard. She was a hard person to leave. So we still stay connected through social media. We wish it could be, like as close as we could, but anyway, this is today's topic. So I am going to start my timer like I always say I do. 15 minutes. Here we go. Okay. So today's topic, adversity, bouncing back, and real talk. We're going to go into our 3 questions, and you answer us just our format. Cool? Please, like, what's happening? I don't know. I'm scared. Okay.
Sit back, relax, and spill your guts.
All right. Okay, we're calling it silly questions. So here we go. Okay. Because Kalei is a very avid Disney person, as such as I thought I would ask this question for funsies. Everyone knows what a Disney princess they would be, but if you're a Disney villain, who would that be and why, Kalei? She's like, oh my God.
I would probably be the evil queen.
Ooh, from Snow
You can
White?
ask my husband why. If she rode a broom, that would be me to the T.
Which evil queen though? Like the Sleeping Beauty evil queen, the Cinderella evil stepmother queen,
the Snow
which
White
queen?
evil queen. Snow White's evil queen is fierce. She knows exactly what she wants and she don't play. That's me. I know what I want. I don't play. And I just don't have time to be, waiting around for anything to happen. So I'll just make it happen for myself. I'm going to take it into my own hands kind of person. And sometimes that works in my favor and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, I'll leave it at that. Pono would probably be able to answer that question a lot better than I would, but
no. So it's kind of, isn't it been funny though that how like perspective changes things and how like Disney is bringing out that like Maleficent has like this different look at why she became the way she did and really how interesting and important storytelling is. Like
definitely. Maleficent was actually extra fierce this time. Those cheekbones were to die for.
Yeah. You know what I love though is that you were talking about a villain, but you brought out some really great characteristics that are tied to being a villain, but at the same time are tied to being like a fierce, powerful, like just woman in general, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that dichotomy of soft and sweet and yet still ready to fight for what you want and what you deserve, right?
Yeah, that's definitely the type of person I am. I'm the type of person that people will either really love me or they're not fans at all. And that's fine with me.
Number one fan. I give you a 10.
Yeah. But it's interesting to know that you could be both a princess and a villain. I mean, but really, like that's just the title that it's called, right? Is this word or that word?
I like it. That definitely was a good question for sure. I never thought about that, but yeah, for sure, evil queen from Snow White. That's me.
No, totally. Okay, I'm gonna insert before we move on to our third question. Is this this is why I brought it up, and I loved that Kalei sent me this photo. But this is her happy place, right? And I thought of this quote when I thought of Kalei is just the past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it, and that is Rafiki from The Lion King. Kalei, she this is her happy place as it is mine. I love Disneyland. I love the way that it makes me feel. I love that, and she goes, right? I love it. I love it. So the quote just kind of made me think of like all the things and kind of leading into the next couple questions, which are going to be, what we're going to talk about. But I do. And I'm so glad you sent that picture. And when I was looking for some quotes to kind of like make me think of you, Kalei, and that's one of them I was like, oh, Rafiki, you wise guy, you. Rafiki,
love it.
Male or female?
Rafiki? Male.
No, because he's smart, let's just make him a girl.
Okay. I like that.
Let's make him a girl.
Serena said wise words. I know, Rafiki, right? Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we're gonna move into the next one. Pop this on, and this is gonna be all Anna.
Yeah, but I get to ask. I get to ask you the not fun questions, but that's okay.
All right. Okay, here we go.
All right. Question number 2. What is the first thing you think of when I say the word resiliency? Pop it out.
Resiliency. The first thing I think about.
Yeah. The first thing.
There's so many things happening right here. Resiliency, I think about my brother and his wife. A couple years ago, it's been almost 2 years. We lost my nephew, and they could have chosen to hide under a rock, but they just showed up. They have 5 other kids, and they're kind of the first thing that I think about. Like Selena said, you can either run from your problems or you can show up and you can and deal with them. So that's kind of the first thing. I'm not sure if that's the avenue that I wanted to take here, but that's the first thing I think about when I think about resilience, is just kind of weathering the storm and showing up for yourself, not giving up. So
No,
They're the first
totally.
people I thought about.
What a great tribute to your brother and his wife, first of all. And
Yeah.
secondly, absolutely. I mean, like that is an extreme example of resiliency, one that not many people have to go through. But I think that what you said secondary to that is just the weathering the storm and showing up is really like the big piece of that. Like, right now, for example, I mean, one of the reasons that we had you on today was because Selena considers you to be an extremely resilient person. I mean, when we first started talking about having you on as a guest, this was one of the things that she was like, this girl, she is strong. She has got it. She is still pushing forward despite everything that's happening for her right now. So if you talk about resiliency in terms of yourself, how do you view yourself with that word?
Survivor. We have no backing, you know what I mean? We don't have anyone that can come and rescue us. We just figure it out. We both got laid off due to this corona craziness, and the first thought that came to my mind was how are we going to do this, because our financial backing is completely gone. We have really nothing to fall back on, and when I think about that, when I think about myself, I think about myself as a survivor. We make it work. You know what I mean? Life gives you, people say life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been making lemonade for the past 15 years. Actually 14 years. My daughter will be 14. I've been married 15 years. So Pono and I have been making lemonade. Sometimes we have to squeeze that piece of lemon into a shot glass of tequila and rim that sucker up. But hey, I mean, it works. You know what I mean?
Right.
Survivor, definitely. Resiliency is definitely in my DNA. We get it a lot from my dad and my mom. They've also been through a lot of different situations that would most likely make people want to curl up into a ball, cry, and run away. But we're the type of people that just take it head on and survive it. You're either going to survive or you're going to succumb, and we don't know succumbing in our DNA. So definitely, survivor resiliency is a beautiful thing. It can be hard for some people, and sometimes it just comes naturally. And for us, it comes naturally. So
I was just going to say,
parents are wonderful.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you never know until something happens how you're going to respond, right? Or how the physical, emotional, the whole thing. You never know what's going to happen until it's there, right in front of you.
for sure.
So it was interesting. You said it's in your DNA, and then you said just a couple of seconds ago, you said some people have it naturally, and then others have to learn it. So, is there anything in your life, do you think, other than having it in your DNA, that's kind of helped you with building that resiliency, weathering storms, and like pushing forward?
Yeah, for sure. I come from a pretty large family. Selena knows that when we come to Buka, there's like 40 of us, and they're like, "Oh, what's going on?" And we're like, "No, we're just having dinner, like just 40 of us. If you have a table for 40, that'd be great." But I come from a really large family. We grew up in a multi-generational home. Um, when we were younger, my parents were the traditional, my dad worked, my mom stayed home, took care of our family. But we also lived with my auntie and uncle and my grandma and grandpa. And my auntie them had 3 kids. My mom had 6 kids. So we all grew up together and had to learn how to live together, how to share. My grandpa raised all of us together. And like I said, we didn't grow up with a lot of money. We grew up with what we had, so we had to make that work. And I'm super thankful for that. That kind of really helped steer our ship in that direction. And although we may not live in a multi-generational home here at my house, it's just us and my daughter, we still raise her the same way. We still raise her around all of her cousins. She learned how to share. She learns that it's not only about her, it's about the family, it's about the team,
Yeah,
but yeah,
awesome.
that's kind of where we've learned that from, and it's just the kind of lifestyle where when hard things happen, you bare your teeth, you grit down, and you do it. So
I have to tell you that
definitely where we learned that from.
Yeah, so I get to be like an honorary Hawaiian. I love this aspect of your culture, right? Of the Hawaiian culture, the big family, the multi-generational. So I'm one of 7 kids myself. So I grew up in a very large family, and all of my siblings have many children. So when we
Yeah,
visit
that's
my
just like us.
immediate family and nieces and nephews together, we're at over 40 people for a family reunion. And that's not even any extended relatives at all. And so anyway, I can totally identify with that, learning to share and fighting, but also fighting for what's yours, like your
Yeah.
piece of the pie. When there's 11
Yeah.
people going after the pie, the pieces are small, right? So
Yep, you better
anyway.
just be the first one in line and have some tough skin.
That's right. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
it's just like us when it's dinner time, and if you want everything on the table, you better come first. So your ears better be clean when that happens.
Right.
Yeah, that's
I'm
great.
only one of three, so I was the oldest. So I was always like, I'm the oldest, I get first dibs.
Winner by default. Yeah.
Totally.
We're the
Yeah,
call
I'm
it
the
in our
middle, so
family.
I'm like,
Yeah,
oh.
Right.
I was one of the middle. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I love that, and I guess it's such a great question, and I mean it ties in with business. The resiliency of like, if you can survive, you can, because running a business is not easy. I mean, Kalei's run multiple, and she knows like, hey, you got to work hard. You cannot just. I mean, her and her husband, like, they have a jewelry business too. They were working their full-time jobs. Then they would come home and she wouldn't sleep because they were processing. They wanted to make their business survive. And she would work till 1, 2 in the morning doing her social media, letting her partner know, hey, we got to get these orders out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some days she was tired, but when you are resilient, I think like you don't give up and you keep making it work, right? So, all right. Well, we're gonna shift into the third question here. Question. It's not a silly question, but this is why I loved that Kalei wanted to come up. Go ahead, Anna.
Oh, okay. All right. So question number 3. Kalei, can you tell us about how being furloughed has impacted you as a person and your family unit? So, Anyway, I'm not going to elaborate, just going to ask the
question. Furloughed is my new favorite F word.
Right.
When it started, I totally was scared shitless. Like I said, my husband and I, we've worked up to a point in our careers. We do have careers now, thankfully. Who would have known? Yeah, I thought I'd be serving tables at 32. But I have a full-blown career. Well, I had a full-blown career, and so did my husband, so our financial backing was nice. It helped us be really comfortable, and we didn't make the most sound decisions financially when we were younger. So it kind of gave us some breathing relief to get caught up on everything we needed to get caught up on. We were on track to get majority of our debt paid off by the end of the year. So that was super exciting for us. But when they furloughed me, I was the first one out of my company. Lucky me, the first one from my company to be furloughed. I knew it was coming, and it was pretty much a sad day. I wanted to curl up into a ball and cry that day because I thought, if my income is not coming in and it's just his income, it's going to be hard because we had all of these financial commitments to stick to. And for like a good 2 weeks, I would watch the news every day and be super pissed and think to myself, why did this have to happen? And not long after that, my husband was furloughed as well.
Oh my God.
So it was hard for us to really face that reality. So like I said, I was just spending every day watching the news, pissed all day. Woe is me, poor thing. And then I ended up making a really large purchase that I probably shouldn't have. But I thought, you know what, I put this off for so long, and right now is going to be the best time because I have the money to do this, not knowing that there was a business side of it. So what I did was I affiliated with that business side. And on the second day after affiliating with the company, I was able to make my first sale. During my career year, I had put all of that off to the side. My jewelry business, I have 2 other online businesses that I run as well. So I didn't realize that when I got furloughed, that was probably the best thing for me for that to happen. So that way I could pour my energy into all of my online businesses that really do give a lot. Like if I count everything on the side, I probably make double of what I would make in 1 year of working with my corporate company. And I was able to really take a good hard look at that. My dad said, everything happens for a reason. God's plans are better than our plans, but that's hard to adhere. It's hard to receive when you're in a place like, but I just lost my job, like I just lost everything that I counted on. When I didn't realize that, yay, I lost my job. Now I can go and do all the other things that I want that give me time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. And I think the best part about that is that I get to help other families. I get to help them realize that we don't have to depend on the one thing that we think is correct. There's all these other avenues for us. And so after Pono got furloughed, we really started digging into our side businesses. And there's just been abundance of things that have been pouring in for us. Finances have been pouring in from 3-4 different avenues, And I mean, it's an amazing time for us. It's like an awakening in my mind, because all of the time that I spent working for someone else, making hundreds of thousands of dollars, only to get, what is it, Selena? 1.5%.
Right.
This one tiny little nickel. I've been, working for myself, and there have been, like I said, just an abundance of finances pouring in from all different types of lanes. So COVID definitely put me on my back for a little while. But
no, and I think that's exactly why you mentioned that in one of your lives. And this is where I was like, oh, Anna, like we have to have Kalei on. I said, because she just spoke the truth. Like she spoke truth about how it is for everybody, right? Which is, it sucks. It does suck. The whole thing. But then she talked about like, after she kind of went through that part of feeling the way she felt, she was like, okay, I'm not going to let this continue to beat me down. I got to like, see where to go with it, right? So
I love these 2 comments that are in here. This first one by Julie that says, furloughed, pivoting to what you needed to focus on that we never had time to before.
Yes, Julie, that's exactly what that is.
And then another one from John about it's furloughed, working on your side hustle, the thing that you usually love to do, right?
Yes.
We love.
That side hustle now is like going to be the hustle, right?
My main hustle,
totally.
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's so amazing what you can do when you put your energy into pockets of places that are deemed dead. You put your energy into that space, and it just revives. It really does.
It's my mother.
Thank you, Auntie Selena. I saw you in your yard a few days ago when I drove past.
This is what I'm jealous about. Kalei also lives very close to where my mom lives. So, I mean, it's just all meant to be that we're supposed to be close with Kalei. But, okay, we are totally over our 15. But so we're going to sort of go wrapping up so people are not like, oh, but such a good conversation because, again, Anna and I really want to talk about COVID-19 and kind of like the effects that it has on people kind of around. I mean, we're here in Texas, but Kalei is here in, here. She's there.
When this is over, I will be there.
No. Yes. And I think it just kind of shows like, it really is. I know we all watch the news and stuff, but it just kind of affects us everywhere. Right. So, we were going to play this other game, but should we play? Let's just play it.
Yeah, just super quick. It's really fun. All right. So listen, here's the rules. Kalei, you can't answer with the correct answer. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question and you have to answer with the wrong answer. And it's going to go pretty fast. We're going to see if we can trip you up. So I'm going to ask you a question.
That's not going to be hard.
We're just going to see how it goes. So what's going to pop in your head is the right answer, but don't say that. All right.
Right.
So we'll start off with
yes.
Easy. Are you ready?
I saw this on TikTok and I sent it to Anna and we both thought it was awesome. Okay.
Sorry. Now I play it with my kids all the time. We love it. All right.
Okay.
The first thing you think of, not the first thing you think of, the wrong answer. All right. What's your name?
Honey.
Okay. Where do you live?
Kailua.
What color is your hair?
Yellow.
You like dogs?
No. Come here, Bronx.
What's the name of your child?
Mars.
What? I just love this. All right, Selena, you ask a couple of them.
I can't. I don't even know how to ask anything.
What kind of car do you drive?
God.
A Prius.
Do you drive fast?
No.
Who's the president of the United States?
Bill Clinton. Oh, God. No.
Okay. Oh my God. I'm dying. Okay. Oh my gosh. Wait, is Bronx close to you? You have to show everybody your Bronxy, because that is.
Where is he? He was actually really good. He probably went in the room because I shooed him away after I showed him to you earlier. He was pissed, like whatever. I have no idea.
Oh my gosh.
He might be.
Okay.
He's like a cat.
No, I know. He'll come only after. All right. Okay. Yeah. That was fun. I'm dying. So thank you for that.
Kalei, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks so much for having me. I told Selena, oh gosh, please don't let me embarrass myself.
No. I wanted to ask really quick. Are you wearing jewelry you made by any chance?
No, this is actually from another jeweler. We love to also support other jewelry makers. So this is from Namaka Kahiko. She does a lot of woodworking. It's called Ohe Kapala, where they carve into the wood. But yeah, this is from another jeweler. So we try to support. It has a little shell, but it does have some carvings, some wood carvings in it. We just love to support other jewelers and other local artisans. So I'm wearing her jewelry today, but I normally wear my own.
Nice.
Try not to be too conceited.
No. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to share a link to where they can look at that too. That would be great. We would love to share it. But I'm gonna just
definitely
put this over here real fast. This is Kalei. Tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Hilinai Hawaii. It's kind of a mix of my business and pleasure life. And then on Facebook, you can find me at Hilinai Hawaii. So send me a friend request. Tap those 3 little dots. Send me a friend request so we can connect.
Yay! Oh my gosh!
Thanks,
awesome! You're gonna love it. Look. I'm gonna have Kalei say it because she is. I joke that I'm like the whitest Hawaiian in existence. So Kalei is my go-to. Hi, how do you say this? Anyway, she's gonna say it so much better than I can. No.
Listen, if you guys don't say it, I'm going to have to say it, and then it's going to be really bad.
Thank you so much again, ladies. So, Malamopono. Thank you so much again.
Yay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Time, we'd be making you do the some hula for me because
oh my gosh,
fascinated.
We'll have to have private hula lessons. So
I'm not even kidding.
She's like, no, we're talking right after this, Kalei. She's like, the fact that she now has a new Hawaiian friend, she's like beyond right now. You know what I mean? So, oh my gosh. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. Kalei, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for joining us.
Thanks, Anna.
Hopefully we will see you all next week. We have a really fun guest. So come see us. Bye.
Bye.